Hey y'all, welcome back to Hopped Up Beer Review. Today we're trying Oktoberfest Gemütlichkeit by Wiseacre Brewing Company out of Memphis, Tennessee. Thank you for joining us.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer we're drinking. We don't separate it. We don't do unprofessional or somewhat biased. This is unprofessional and somewhat biased. Only place you're going to get it. So don't look for it anywhere else. Just stick with us here. Be sure to check us out on social media. Links are below in the description. And also like, subscribe, and cheers that notification bell if you wouldn't mind doing so. I've got Andy in the attic. I've got Jay. I am Ben. What are we drinking today?
It's the Wiseacre Brewing out of Memphis, Tennessee. Their Oktoberfest Gemütlichkeit. And if you want to know why they said it, why they wrote that and said it, we're going to have to do it while we're drinking.
Okay. Well, then crack them open. I mean, I almost said bless you the first time you said that.
You would say Gesundheit.
I guess I would.
Which means to your health.
To be technical.
But who are you to bestow blessings on me?
Yes. This one's a little carbonated for me anyway.
Yeah, it is a Marzen. So we've got 6% ABV, 24 IBUs.
That's your beer garden, huh?
Oh yeah.
Brought out the mug for this one.
I did.
It's good. Great color to this guy.
Yeah. Very excited about any Oktoberfest beer, which would come a big surprise to anybody who has, not watched any of these episodes.
Nobody's watching.
Yeah. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Should we say Prost on these?
Prost.
What should we be saying, technically?
So it's on the can, and when you look it up, the beer, especially on Tapped, it's not just Wiseacre's Oktoberfest. It's Oktoberfest, the G word, Gemütlichkeit, which again, we're notorious for botching the German language on this show. But that is a word you might hear at beer gardens around Germany. It conveys the idea of a state of feeling of warmth, friendliness, and good cheer.
Oh, so how confident? Gemütlichkeit.
So whenever you finally make it over there, if you go back to Helen and you just go Gemütlichkeit,
yeah.
Like, yeah.
I don't know if that's what they would actually do in Helen, per se.
Maybe in Munich.
Yeah, and even in Munich, if I'm sure I would mispronounce it, and they would just, be upset that an American is butchering their language. Which, again, apologies to any Germans that may find their way here at Hopped Up Beer Review. We do sincerely apologize, but. How confident are you in the pronunciation of that word?
87% confident.
87. Wow. Didn't even add a decimal on. So
that's wildly specific, though. I mean,
yeah.
I am what I am. I'm rather peculiar.
Yes, we've known this for the better part of 3 decades now.
Yeah. I would expect nothing less from Andy in the attic.
So, Andy, I did want to ask, what is this on the side with the QR code? Did you have any research in that?
It is just an explanation. The Visual Dissonance Edition, just to tell them that they put the sticker on the cans to make sure that this is the beer. So other companies have done it too.
I see.
They're
so
in case they
if you
use an
put-
old can and
if you
and
peel
use
it
a new
off, you
sticker.
could see another
Yeah.
can.
I believe that's what it was. It's been a minute because I've had this for a while now, and I think I did it one of the earlier ones I cracked.
So we got info
I
on
believe that's what it
Wiseacre.
No, not much. They didn't. It was started by two brothers. I couldn't find a year. I couldn't find anything. Yeah, it's out of Memphis, but they've got some really good beer up there at Wiseacre. So
yeah, Wiseacre is one that we can definitely get in our area. So it's one that I'm sure, Jay, I don't know if they distribute really over to Alabama, but here in Mississippi, it's one we can get.
It's hit or miss. I mean, I was able to find the seasonal a couple weeks ago because of the big Oktoberfest push. It just depends. There's a couple of bottle shops that carry occasionals.
Can you get their like Tiny Bomb or Ananda?
Yeah, those are the ones that you see. Or their standards. They don't normally distribute a lot more than that. Ananda and Tiny Bomb are the two that I've had and seen in more of the specific bottle shops. You won't see those in the Publix or Kroger or wherever.
Yeah, I mean here in Mississippi, it's you can see them at a Kroger. They're kind of all over the place. But I do find that they are all over the place at times. And that's probably just the weird distribution in Mississippi. You'll go and you'll see that they have a bunch, and then there's none. And you may not have it for a month or two, and then you see some more. But which is odd for a brewery that is so close to where Andy and I are kind of located. So
depends on how they do their distribution. If they're using an actual distributor, it could have to go from, say, Memphis to Tupelo to Jackson, something along those lines. I mean, we've encountered the same thing. If there were like a beer coming out of Florida, it would typically have to go from like Florida to Mobile to Birmingham to Huntsville, and sometimes they can get a little old. But if they do their own distribution or have other things, their own distribution methods.
Hey, you don't have that option in Mississippi. So
right.
State by state. All right. To that point, then let's go around and rate this one. Has anybody not had this? I know, Andy, you mentioned you had. I've had it.
I have not had this one.
Then lucky you are first.
Woo. I think it's a great offering. I really like what Wiseacre has done with this Oktoberfest. Unlike you, Ben, I don't go absolutely crazy over Oktoberfest, but I really enjoy the time of year and the beers and the variety, and how these are somewhat crisp and lighter than some of the IPAs or the other strong double, triple imperials, whether they're IPAs or sours or other things that we get into. So it's very refreshing to kind of take a break from some of that for a little while and focus on something that's more seasonal and festival and traditional. So I really enjoy it, and I think I'm going to rate this one a 7.5.
All right, Andy, what do you think?
Yeah, I like it as a classic Marzen Oktoberfest. It is easy to drink, and it would be fun to be at a festival and just throw them back, get it mixed up with the crowd. Gemütlichkeit, So I too give it a 7.5.
I mean, that would require you to actually leave the attic, which we all know that is a very rare occurrance, right?
Doesn't happen often. Doesn't happen often.
Yeah, not impossible, but I mean, it's not an everyday occurrence, right? So yeah, I think this one is a really good Oktoberfest. It's everything that you guys said. It's very easy to drink. It has a really good flavor. I'm always really pleasantly surprised when we find these that are not German or not not from Europe, let's say. The American breweries are making these, and they're making them well. And I think this is this is one of those that falls into that bucket as well. So I think 7.5 is a good score for this one. It's right there where you want it to be. It's a fun beer to have this time of year, and it's one you can have multiples of, and it has great flavor. That will give us a 7.5 for the Oktoberfest Gemütlichkeit from Wiseacre Brewing out of Memphis, Tennessee. Definitely one. Did I hit it, huh?
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
Boom. Yeah, just that one just took off. Definitely one that you guys should pick up if you come across it. Obviously this time of year is one that you may only see, certain beers in your area, wherever you might find yourself. But if you find this one from Wiseacre, grab it and give it a try. For Andy and the Attic and Jay and Ben, Prost. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Prost. Cheers, mates.